Hey everybody, what's going on? Mark, Clint. Mark, I don't know about you, man, but I have a whole new thing that I'm excited about.
Yeah. So it's all Star Wars all the time now.
Yeah.
Star Wars for 100 years.
As it turns out, it's all Star Wars all the time, and I'm fine.
Yeah,
with
because
that.
after The Force Awakens, went back, started on Clone Wars, got done with that,
Right.
got into Rebels, and now I'm not quite done with Rebels. I got a few more episodes to go, and all of a sudden Force Awakens comes out, and then now I got to be stoked about this.
Rogue One. Rogue One trailer landed this morning, and I'm kind of forgetting about every other movie that comes out this year because now I'm just looking forward to Rogue One. This was a great trailer. So there's obviously a lot of stuff to break down in this Rogue One trailer. We're not going to even get to all of it. We just want to talk about a few of our favorite moments. Mark, what was your favorite moment in this trailer?
So my favorite moment definitely was the Sith Lord, we don't know who it is, in the robe, kneeling down before some sort of column with the two Imperial guards on either side. Those guards, they only protect the Emperor.
They're just Palpatine's dudes. At first blush, I wanted it to be Darth Vader because all the rumors that Darth Vader is going to be in this movie, but he's clearly wearing a hood, and unless Darth has a hood suddenly...
it might be the Emperor kneeling down before something. Is it
something bigger?
Yeah, so this might be like they might be trying to connect Snoke back in there. I'm really hoping it's the dismembered head of Lord Plagueis because that would be so Sith. To you kill your master, but you still pay homage to him.
So the Emperor would be kneeling in front of Plagueis,
asking for some
in the same
advice.
way that Kylo Ren is kneeling
before
to
Vader.
The helmet of Vader. Okay, there's part of me that really thinks that they're going to tie Snoke into this because, honestly, Snoke in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
The biggest question for me about Snoke is well, where was he in the original trilogy? He was just kicking it in a cave. It would be a little weird, but very appropriate at the same time for them to tie in Snoke before the events of A New Hope.
Yeah.
And then maybe Rogue One, he just sort of it shows why he's going to go dormant for a while and then come back when The Force Awakens again. My favorite thing is the shot right towards the end of the trailer where they're just running through the mud. It's like a muddy beach, tropical locale, running right at a bunch of AT-ATs that are just blowing shit up. That is incredible. The battle on Hoth is for me the highlight of the original trilogy because it's a ground war. It felt more, it was less fantastic, you know, there's guys down on the ground running at things, laser blast blowing everything up. The idea that it has some ground warfare in it, really excited about.
Putting the wars in Star Wars.
Exactly. You know, Gareth Edwards has a real talent for scale. The scale that he pulled off in Monsters on no budget was incredible. The scale part of Godzilla, all the monster stuff, the sequence where they skydive into San Francisco, incredible. He's got a real eye for scale and scope and the big dramatic visual, you know. So I'm really excited about that. What else you got, Mark?
So the other thing I got really excited about was Ben Mendelsohn.
Yes.
Just showing up in the white garb. So that white
garb.
What
is that white garb?
You know, that white garb, it's been sort of established in Rebels as being the Imperial Security Bureau.
Yeah.
They've got a few characters in there that wear it.
And it's really interesting to see how many characters will carry over into the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a Tarkin show? Well, obviously, we've seen Mon Mothma. Is there a world in which Ben Mendelsohn is playing Tarkin?
I hope not.
Right.
I'd rather have a CG version.
And Ben Mendelsohn is such a good bad guy.
Yeah.
I really don't want him to be doing an impression of an old bad guy, you know. Another thing that stood out for me, there's one line in particular that I really liked, and it's Felicity Jones's character when she says, "This is a rebellion, right? I rebel." And that to me it encapsulates what the purpose of all of these Star Wars spin-offs are doing. The original trilogy dealing with the rebellion as this giant sweeping saga and everything, and then these spin-offs come along, and it's dealing with the personal stories, smaller stories within that big rebellion. And so for her to say, you know, this is a rebellion, right? I rebel. That's this great moment. Is no, this is what we're doing with these movies, guys. We're talking about individual people and their journeys as in part of this bigger context, instead of we're just telling this giant story. And to that end, the shots that we see the Rebel base at Yavin are so incredibly detailed and so pitch perfect original trilogy Star Wars. The energy and the devotion to getting the world to feel right is so incredible that then, you know, you put all that energy into the pre-production, you get the world to look and feel right, and then when you're on set telling the story, you can just tell the story of the people, you know? And that is what's gonna make these movies really great. And that's what I'm most excited about this. Like, it feels like a very small, very personal story about Felicity Jones's character, which I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Stoked. That's the word.
Stoked is a word.
Also, it's Ghost Dog in space.
Ghost Dog in space. Forrest Whitaker. That was one little bit of the trailer that I thought was clearly just, it was blatant trailerizing is, you know, Felicity Jones, the very last shot, her in sort of empirical garb. You know, looking like like, what will you become? And it's like, are you trying to get us to think that Felicity Jones is going to go to the dark side, or she's going to go join the Empire?
Jump onto the Empire.
No, she's got to be undercover or something like that. But I see what you're doing there, trailer. That's what we think about the Rogue One trailer. Obviously, real excited about it. So much to unpack in that trailer. So let us know what your favorite part of the trailer. What's your favorite single moment of that trailer? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to click like and subscribe. Stick around for more movie news right here in Cinefix Now. And I love,
but I'm really hoping that
the siren.
Yeah, I hate the siren.
That icon, but it's such an iconic siren.
But it's just
it's an iconic siren, Mark.
It's a trailerism again.